Good afternoon. Today is Friday, I believe, and it's been a little bit since I put up one of my saddle rants, and the rant I have for today is probably my biggest rant that I have when it comes to horses and my life in particular. And I don't know necessarily what I'll call it yet, whether it's Ride Your Own Damn Horse, or I should title it I Can't Control My Horse, So I'm Trying to Control You. I think that's more the case. But you ever been on a trail ride with somebody and they're like, hey, please let me go first. Please let me lead. Please let me go first. Hey, please don't trot. Hey, can you put a leash on your dog? I'm afraid my horse will spook. And it's like they want to have their riding, experience be in a bubble where they're controlling everything outside of their horse. It's like everything is external to them, and they want the whole world to come to a stop because they're in the middle of their horse's back. And when I was a younger man and I was out fox hunting and running across the plains of Colorado, I used to tell these people to ride their own fucking horse. And maybe I'm not that rough about it anymore, but I still basically believe the same thing. Check this guy out. Can you see him? Yeah, sitting up there looking at me. Anyway, so I photographed horses for 12 years all over the country, and I've been to some of the biggest horse shows in the world, as far as the United States is concerned. And you'd be the guy standing down there in the corner shooting towards a certain fence. You got your oxer picked out, and there's absolutely nothing going on at your end of the ring, and you've photographed 100 horses from that same spot with all the other photographers, and you've been there for a month or so now, because it's a big long circuit. And you always get that amateur that comes stomping down there. Would you please not photograph my horse? You're going to spook my horse and ruin my ride. And, or blame you for the fact that they couldn't get it done. And so I remember going up to the trainer of one of these amateurs, and I'm like, hey, really sorry if I was standing down there and I spooked your horse and ruined your trip or whatever. And she says, no, don't listen to her. She's full of shit. If that horse can't handle you being in a corner photographing or having your dog sitting quietly next to you, then that horse shouldn't be at the show ring. And you know what? That's the fucking truth. And life doesn't happen in a bubble. You've got to take those experiences. Instead of running from them, you've got to embrace them. You got to go, hey, there's a dog. I'm going to make my horse deal with a dog. Oh, there's a trash can. I'm going to make my horse deal with a trash can. Oh, there's a photographer at the other end of the ring with a flash. You know what? That flash is like 250th of a second. I mean, they barely even get a flinch out of it. They don't even notice it. Ask me how I know. Thousands and thousands of images. And so, if you've stood next to the ring as many years as I've stood next to the ring, and you've seen it all and been blamed for everything, and, it's still today. I told everybody that, one day I'd tell them the story of Bailey, the dog here. And it's a long one. I don't know if I've got time to actually go through it today. But, the fact that he's pointed-eared and got a big mouth, teeth, certain people were very scared of him, and it took them a very long time to get used to him. And I have to say that him crashing through the bushes and being in front of me and being behind me for the last couple of years has, I don't know how I got on without having a dog with me on my rides. I enjoyed so much. And, there's so many people that are so risk averse that they'll never get to experience what I've got because they won't even give themselves a chance. So, to the person who wants to control everybody else because they're afraid of their horse and they can't seem to get it done, ride your own horse. That's all I got to say.